Now let me ask you a question. Have you read your speech out loud yet? You may have read it and reread it in your mind, but have you actually said it out loud? Now, in my experience, it's not uncommon for people to actually say it out loud for the first time on the day of the speech itself. And I've got to tell you that in my opinion, that is far too late. Now, the reason I say that is because things can often sound different when they're spoken publicly than in your mind alone. The pronunciation of words is easier to say in your internal voice than it is in your external. And word combinations that look fine on paper can in actual fact turn out to be tongue twisters in practice. So the first step in developing your muscle memory is to recite the whole thing from start to finish. Now, I'm going to tell you that this is probably going to feel a little bit weird when you're saying it out loud for the first time. And I've done it many times and it still feels a little bit weird. But it's a really useful exercise, and the chances are you're going to come across a few things that didn't quite sound as you thought they might when you read them. So I would say at that point, make a few corrections if they're required, and then again, say the whole speech from out loud from start to finish. And once you've done that, then do it again. Now, I'm afraid to tell you that there's no sort of magic formula here. There's no tricks that I can give you or some sort of mnemonic memory technique. This is a simple case of plain and hard work, and is where you're going to be spending some of the hours that we talked about earlier. Now, if you think this sounds like a bit of a pain in the ass and you're really busy, then of course I get that. But the way to think of it is a bit like this. If you were going into a sporting contest, you'd train, right? And this is kind of the same thing. This is your gym work. This is the bit that requires hard work and mental strength. And just like building a muscle, you're going to reap the rewards later. So once you've done this and imprinted the speech on your mind, then we can look to develop some further skills, and those are the ones that are really going to help you stand out on the day.